Okay, so going live. So, welcome back to Spellbound Kingdoms.
Ah!
Yep, that's everyone's reaction.
Somehow.
Let's take a look right here.
So,
One second, I'm thinking.
where we left off last week, you discovered that there's probably mind problem. So, yep. So we're just getting. I think this guy is riding back into camp, isn't he?
Yes, I think.
Yeah.
After I went and got the 411.
All right. So I'm going to
Cool.
assume that you are going to meet up and kind of explain. Not explain. What's the pass on the information. There we go. Words hard.
Yes. So I went and asked about. So I went down and asked about to the locals, and they say this may or may not be mime activity.
Oh, good.
What's a mine?
The empire does not employ users of the most depressing arts that does not drive a man to commit suicide after destroying their entire soul.
Well, that would explain what happened to poor old Blevin Otto, but
Exploded mystery of the exploding nobleman.
well, it was less of an explosion, more sort of an opening, generally speaking.
No, the explosion was me.
We really need to look into your spontaneous inhuman combustions, to be honest, but, you know.
Oh,
He's
No,
not
no,
used to
that was
local
me.
food.
I caused that.
Yeah, trouble is that when he's not used to local food or coffee, we get, you know, just, I'm going to point you again at the mushroom Hiroshima memorial
No.
picture.
That's Fire Nova. That's one of my wizard combat skills.
Oh, you've become mushroomed, have you?
No. I cause people to explode from the inside.
Into
With
mushroom
fire.
Hiroshima.
I hope there's no real.
into normal fire.
I hope that mushroom. There's no counter. There's no unforeseen consequences of that giant mushroom explosion.
Discard, you should definitely consider taking some fixer levels or poison or history or something so you can brew that stuff up on demand, because it would be really useful to be able to, say, throw that in a wide area at people.
Yeah, I'm a chef.
Close enough.
My histories are currently. I'm waiting until it's a little bit further down the. I mean, you can only dual class when you get to level 10 anyway.
Really?
It
I thought it
depends
was
on your
manual.
level. You can dual cast when you get your name,
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you've earned your namesake.
which
for you
is
is
level
10th
level 10
so
for
it's-
chosen one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Engineers, it's level 5. So
Yeah. Rogue is
Well.
only 4, which is interesting.
neat. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Trader is 5.
So
Wizard is 10.
if you become level 9, you can become a rogue trader. You know.
Kill him.
Yeah.
I almost downloaded the Rogue Trader movie, but I'd already downloaded the Dead Space movie, so I decided against it. Both of them are from the 90s.
I do love this.
Ah,
I do love
Neither of
this.
them have anything to do with the other.
I do love.
The video games or the gaming.
I've actually never think
Well.
I've seen the Rogue Trader film. Is
what,
it
you mean
like a
Event
very...
Horizon?
No, there's actually the Rogue
That's
Trader. I
Warhammer
think it's got Vin
40K
Diesel
film.
in it, hasn't it?
Oh, bloody hell, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't.
What? Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
back on focus.
Oh, must we be focused? Must we?
Yes. So.
Fine.
Bully.
No, it's you,
The main
McGregor.
problem.
Sorry, yeah, focus.
So we have. So we might or might not have a mime amongst our midst.
Well, if we're really
As long
lucky, he's
as
the one who...
they answer, we're fine.
Don't think it'll be as obvious as just going around and looking for the gentleman wearing clown face paint. I think that'd be a little bit too easy for the Imperial assassins.
No, but all we have to do is hold a roll call.
I think they might avoid that, but yeah, we could try, certainly.
Mimes
Well,
can't
they-
speak. Everyone knows it.
Well, the main thing with it, but figuring out how to ferret one of these people out is a little bit maybe beyond our means at this moment because we don't know their what's the better word? Well, their modes of operation. Unless we know how to set a proper trap or how to bait it, we can't really draw them out, can we?
Not presently, but on the other hand, we need to do something about it. I can't just. It would be difficult for us to turn around to, Ramsar and just say, "Oh yes, we know what killed him, but we can't do much about it."
Hmm. Well,
The alternative is trying to. Sorry, Adam, go on. I spoke over you.
Well, perhaps we should simply find some Imperial scapegoat to blame it all on.
Could do. I mean, we do at least know an Imperial courier supposedly managed to get in and give him the fake letter. So that's actually not even necessarily a scapegoat. We know that person was notionally either the mime or working.
Yes, so we track him down, or someone who will say that they are that courier.
I suggest we get tracking then. I mean, let's face it, Rams is going to have to be spending a few days putting the place back together again anyway, so we'll have time.
Do we have any article of clothing this man may have, any articles this man may have had? What about the main message, the missive itself?
We have the fake letter, yeah.
Would that happen to have this man sent upon it? Hey,
I shoved the manuscript under Discard's nose.
No, I don't think
Brand.
he's thinking
No, I'm
Discord.
the wolf.
Yeah.
Hey, Brand.
Let me see. Do I have a scent thing in close spells? I think so. Yes, actually, I can use. I can get my magic dice to track something by scent. Neat. Good
Off
call.
you go then.
Let's see if we can track that. We can track that man specifically because he probably wrote alongside this, so it may or may not have a distinctive odor to it. That, or it might just be that the letter itself may have been the means of delivering whatever poison caused the man to fall into despair in the first place. It could have been laced with the compound.
And you want me to breathe that in?
I mean, that is a distinct possibility, but I think if your nose was at all as potent to whiff it in the first place, you could tell before a significant inhalation. Do
Highly unlikely.
you want to test it first?
So, Gray, how badly did I poison myself getting the scent off this letter?
Oh boy.
Let's make a check, shall we?
Yeah, actually, first I want to check and see if this letter is spellbound. So let me roll magic first.
You're grammar checking an assassin. I like
No,
it.
I'm
Carry on.
wizard checking an assassin.
Ah.
Yes, will be the answer to that.
Aha!
This is
I figure out what
It
kind
is
of
the
spell.
remains of a ritual spell.
Cool. So it's magic. Okay, that's
Yeah.
great.
They done magicked him up.
Good lord.
Uh-huh. I was turning my thing on. What?
They done
It's
magicked
magic.
him up, we now know.
The letter contains magic residue. It's spellbound.
Okay, so
Which-
it was the delivery method for whatever fucked the guy up, right?
Or at least what broke his pillars to the point where he'd consider, being
Yes.
broken. Which would then let the mime go in and cut his throat. Okay.
Mhm.
Or
Better
the letter
he.
just had a cut your throat spell on it. I mean,
I Yeah, that's actually entirely possible, I suppose.
Magic can do some really weird and very cool things.
Yes,
Hmm.
roll some ones. Let's see how weird it
No.
gets.
No, stop it.
I rolled a 4. Thank you.
Get out of here, Spirit of Chaos.
Oh. Oh.
Who are you rolling? I rolled a 4. That's not a 1.
I know, I
Please accept
know.
the surge.
Just trying to stoke the fires of chaos.
Wait.
Be gone, foul chaos.
Yay!
Oh, bother.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
oh.
Oh dear.
I rolled a 1 on hearts to remove the chaos. Well, that's me wearing clown shoes.
Oh dear.
So,
Oh dear.
yep, you know that this has had a magical spell. Do you want to make me a downgraded reason check to see if you can figure out like the type of spell?
Yeah, let me just double check that deity. 6? No, it's 6. Close the window. Don't roll. Now I can roll the 8.
All right. So, definitely feels like a different type of magic than you're used to dealing with this.
Clearly, if this was language of the stars, or maybe battlecraft.
No,
not
you
where
don't
magic.
recognize it as any type.
Oh, okay. It's
It-
not one part of the Martian traditions of magic. Gotcha.
Um,
I don't know.
it seems to be just kind of like a. The page steeped despair is the best way of putting it. Even you're not even the target, and you just don't feel like looking at this stuff.
I don't know, man. I mean, that really does feel an awful lot like a heart spell.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going to abjure the spell to remove the magic from it. This is a opposed magic roll against a caster's magic stat.
Okay.
Is it all possible to track the magic? Track it.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
using my inspiration of magic is really cool. That's better.
All right. My stuff is all out of.
I crit.
Yes. Joe.
If this is a high spell, it doesn't affect it. If it's normal combat or close magic, it's gone.
I'm trying to remember what the high spell counts as.
High spell is the big impressive stuff, like summoning a full-on thunderstorm or turning someone else into a werewolf.
I think it would
Another
probably count
question
as
would
high
be-
magic. It's
Okay,
damaging somebody's pillars.
Thank you.
So,
It's going
Oh,
straight
hitting
into
them in
the-
the inspirations, not in the stats themselves.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
probably high spell.
it's
Well,
breaking your inspiration is something you've not felt before. So.
well, if we need a significantly high craftsman, magical practitioner, we could request Ramza to see if she can utilize a divination spell upon this to
Wait a second.
find.
Actually,
the...
no. I can cast high magic spells now. I have a mastery of elemental, so I can dispel it. Huzzah!
The papers suddenly feel normal.
Take that, unfriendly magic.
As opposed to all that friendly magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's unfriendly to me, and that's the important part as the wizard in these parts.
You know what? Yeah, fair point. It's going to affect you more than anyone else, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we expected, then.
Yep, a wizard did it. All right, let me see if I can track this, get the scent of this, so I might recognize it later. That's gonna be. What do you think, Gray? Reason plus with a bonus dice from magic for my
Yeah, that sounds good.
spell. All right. Reason bonus dice. I guess I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got the flavour now.
What's your
I could
flow?
probably tell this guy again.
You know this type of magic. It's a new one to you, but you've got the feel. You understand it pretty well.
I kind of know what this is going to look like when I see it.
All right. What are your next plans? Now you've done your bit of magical detectiveness.
Well, we know this guy went in a certain direction from the camp, didn't we? That much we get.
Yep.
That's. I feel like we at least now have enough information to Ramsar to go, all right, we know who did it, but we need to chase them down. Can we just leave camp and sort this?
Yeah.
Because we know he was going roughly westwards down the road. So he's either going to Ventus at the switchback, or he's going all the way to the capital. So we could do worse than checking. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at this. Yeah, wherever. Sorry, for some reason I thought our tokens are where we were. My bad. If he's going to go anywhere, he'll go through Ventus then. Get that. So we could do worse than at least just going to Ventus and look. Sorry, I was very circular.
So you want to go speak to Ramsar then?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
probably right.
Yep, report our findings.
All right.
And request, just if we have a next step, we just need to run it past her.
Ramza. Ramza.
All right. So you managed to get your way past the extra guards. Of course, in this case, extra hunky-looking guards.
Also, we need to
That's what
let
you
her
want to
know to in the future to ensure that there is no repeats to have her mail first scanned by a trusted advisor first.
Yeah, this scroll was definitely wizarded, or possibly witched.
Yeah.
Hard to tell.
So
Mhm.
you carry on.
Oh, no.
Certainly someone who's magic capable, just because of the nature of whatever it is that did this.
I play Brandon attack mode. Go.
Right. Who's stepping into the tent first?
I'll go in if he asked me to do it after all.
All right. Make me a quickness roll.
Okay, fair enough. Any advantage or disadvantage, or just raw
Nope.
quickness?
Just quickness.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to throw down my history of being an assassin on this, because I'd like to think I'd have good reflexes for that.
Yep, that works.
Okay, so flat roll, and then history.
All right. You managed to dodge the mug as it is thrown, not at you, but in your general direction. And there is a stream of curse words coming from inside the tent.
Ramsar's curse words, or is it somebody else?
Hers, yes.
Hello. Going well, I take it.
Have you seen this? And she kind of throws like a sheaf of papers at you. See what that's
Gotcha.
writing?
Who's there? Let's see.
There's a very crude newspaper, for no better word, that's obviously been printed. And the front page is Ramsar losing control. And there's other like little subheadings and stuff like that. One of which, quite easy and noticeable, is she truly the chosen one?
Ah. I knew he was dumb enough to make a move quickly, but I wasn't exactly expecting to do it while the body was still warm. Oh well.
Yeah, seeing this, what people are talking about it as if it's true.
Yes, unfortunately, in the middle of a crisis, I think people could be deceived into believing anything they can get their hands on. Or, well, in this case, shoved into their hands, I guess.
These are all over the camp. What are we supposed to do? Hunt them down?
First things first is to put out the truth, counteract the story of another story, while someone else actually does hunt down. Well, I have my suspicion as to who probably is printing these, but I can't prove that immediately. Moreover, I think I know, or at least we have a pretty damn good theory as to who killed Otto.
That's something at least. And who would
I'm
that
not
be?
sure you'll say that in a minute, but here we are.
Well, hopefully it's somebody whose head we can mount upon a pike.
You're familiar with the whole concept of these imperial clowns, or rather the Empire's problem with clowns, yeah?
Yeah, we all heard the story. People wear makeup and run around making jokes and then burn down buildings and blow up a bit other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, first things first, we definitely have a letter that was given to Otto with some very powerful magic on it that was deliberately designed to target his pillars, which is probably what broke and made him vulnerable to the assassin. Secondly, the clowns are not the only problem. We have fairly reliable information that suggests the Empire has developed, for the want of a better word, an assassin cult based around mimes. Borrowing a few tricks from the clowns, I suspect, on the way. Masters of disguise and all that stuff. So, we know an Imperial courier managed to sneak into the camp and gave Otto the magical letter. My money is that either that courier or someone working with that courier was the assassin. I'd like to take the team west to Ventis, where we saw the courier going. If we can't track down the courier, we can track down whoever paid him and bring their head back. Mime or not, someone will have told him to do it.
Alright, you sure you can track this person? How long ago was it? Day?
A day, but Bren's told me reliably that the magic on the letter is very, for the want of a better word, it's distinct enough to have a personal signature. So if we find the mage with the same signature, we know they were the one who crafted the targeted letter.
Also, we make sure that the stuff that's being spread around the camp is not also open source in its own way.
That is actually a good shout, voice in my head.
What? We followed you in.
Oh yeah, fair
I'm
enough.
sure that you're all there. It's fine.
Sorry, I wasn't sure. Do you still have a copy of... I'm just
let me
going to
see.
give Bren the newspaper.
Raw magic gray or downgrade?
Yeah, just raw magic now.
All right. Source element detection.
Right. Yes and no. It's definitely has the same flavour, but it's a lot weaker. Much more mass produced.
Much
Great.
more
Wizard
of
scrolls.
a
Lovely.
much more of a standard glamour than it would be a more direct assault.
Now,
If you
some
re-
small mercies. If they were
makes it mo-
powerful to dropping heartbreakers on us all, we'd be in deeper shit than we already are in.
Well, you don't need to heartbreak an entire horde. You just merely need to cause enough chaos for it to tear itself apart.
A little
When-
mood here and there would do the trick. Not to mention if these are spellbound and anyone's casting spells near them, that can
One-
cause a surge.
What one needs primarily to do is to ensure that the mood of the horde itself is maintained high, because this can undermine the spirit of it in its own right.
I'm kind of
If-
assuming that's the
if-
plan.
Yes, a horde and a thing is very much like a person in its own right, where it has goals, aspirations, and greater beliefs. If we're to strengthen these, we can make it nigh unbreakable, but to undermine them is to undermine the entire organization in its own right. So to counteract this kind of chicanery, what is on these missives again? I want to make sure.
What-
Propaganda basically saying that the
Yeah.
Empire's, that the Horde's falling apart and Ramsar may not be the chosen one.
Base
Well,
level stuff, but effective.
Well, we merely just got to fight propaganda with propaganda.
I mean,
essentially.
just scratching my internal paranoia sense. Bren, you said that this is pretty distinct, yeah, in terms of the signature?
Yes, I think though that the thing we're overlooking is that these are spellbound, which means if anyone were to say cause a surge, they could reflect it in very dramatic ways. This is rather
great.
urgent and should probably be, noticed
Dealt
around the
with.
camp.
Does this
Fortunately, Gray, these aren't high magic, are they? They're much weaker, you
No,
said.
they're much weaker, yeah.
Okay, that means anyone with wizard
Can-
training, anyone with a spell sheet, spell style can just straight up dispel them and detect them.
I have a question, good Brend. Does a object count towards your spell
Yes.
binding? Oh, intriguing.
So they'd logically be at fairly full capacity right now, then?
Or else they've managed somehow to enchant an entire sheet of paper and then cut it up, or some crazy stuff like that. I don't know.
But what one should do instead, one should look towards to do, is increasing the mood of the entire encampment while to ensure that we're brought together, while others are dealing with trying to find the information from this infiltrator. For one, they must see if they're putting this information out on any sort of scale, they must have some means of recreating these documents on scale, en masse.
I have an idea in that regard.
Yes.
Strictly just in terms of restabilizing the mood. I'll defer to anything magic based to, the more expert members of the party in that regard. But
That's Brand.
indeed, let's face it right now. Even if he's got nothing to do with this whole assassination of Otto and these leaflets, we know for a fact that Anselm is jockeying for more power. An opportunity might be made in slapping Anselm down to reassert your authority, while we handle the more magical side of this sort of thing.
I would say a not a contest, but if we were to have a campaign festival or some sort, trial, various sorts of trials and trials to improve the mood of, they say that we are not ready, we'll show how ready we are.
Could work. Does give... I suppose it would give us a little bit of time to sort out the newsletters, but it does essentially mean that if we do that, we're giving up on dealing with the actual assassin. We're 1 day behind currently. If we give him much more time, he'll have disappeared into this.
Well, the main question is, do okay, well,
No, I'm not dismissing this idea. Sorry, discard.
I know.
Discussing pros and cons.
It could be some administrative duty that Ramza herself can take care of if we were to if this assassin themselves has gone far afield. If Bren feels that he can track him, then I'll be for it. Or we could, split our expertise. The hounds chase while the organizers organize. So, Brand, you think you can take? Oh, even to say the person who may have delivered the letter is the same as the assassin, but he could be. So, Brand, you think you can track whomsoever is on that piece of paper that we do dissorcelled?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, who wants to be on the hunting party? Who wants to be on the festive party?
I'll hunt. I am not good at organizing festivities.
Yeah, Arn will stay behind. He can just consume the letters so they're not time bombs.
That's a plan.
That is a good plan. That's a very good plan.
I was thinking we just make it very public. Hey, these things are spellbound. If you see one disenchanted, they're dangerous.
I mean, to be fair, you could split the difference. Make it very public they're dangerous, but just ensure they're given to Arn.
Because, that would also have this extra side effect of making people distrustworthy of them instantly because they're spellbound. And that's, not normal for paper.
So true.
Well, then, you're hunting, you're staying. Brand has to be hunting because he's the one that is
Unfortunately, I missed the party.
going on about it. Where
worry.
do you guys want me? Do you want me on festivities or hunting duty?
Keep on festivities, just because I have... Okay, this is a personal angle. I have no faith in Anselm whatsoever, and if he wants to try anything, 2 of us with the festival protecting Ramza and our interests is better than 1.
Well,
That's a
the
point.
thing, I had to say one thing about Hansen, that he's less a predator and more a scavenger. He will more likely take advantage of any bad situation rather than cause one himself.
Indeed, but let's be real. This is, and I'm just going to hold up the piece of paper, this is going towards a bad situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
well then,
Let's not give him the open.
Well, let us work on improving the mood and so forth. So we'll split our details.
Any
Gentlemen-
particular objections to the plan, Ramza, just before we kick this off?
No, anything you think you can do. She's obviously distracted.
Do we have your authority for any?
Just do it.
Great.
Okay,
Let's
then
get to
we
work
have
then.
your dispensation. Then good,
All right.
fair hunting,
Brand?
gentlemen.
Yep.
Brand, you and I better get fresh horses. We're going to need them.
Yep.
Brandon, I'm gonna need to put a large order of meat from the underground.
Have your
Oh,
people
save
talk
some,
to my people. That's why I have people for this.
save some beard snacks for me, will you?
Man,
Gonna need 'em.
We'll see. We'll make our attempts.
We make
and
no
yeah, keep a keg
promises.
back for the after party.
As Cord walks out and dons an apron and bandana across his forehead. It is time to party.
What did it say on the apron?
On the apron?
Yeah.
Chris the cook.
Chris the cook.
Chris the cook, the wiggly
Chris to
knife.
cook. Some imperial phrases don't translate well to barbarian.
Okay.
Clearly.
And let's see.
Or hug the cook, because I think he needs one right now.
Or either or, I don't know. I honestly don't know. You know what? We'll leave it
No,
to
that's
Chad.
fair
If Chad knows anything good to put on the apron, it's up to him. Up to them.
Chat, keep it PG.
Uh,
I'm just going to quickly throw that one out there now.
I just like the idea that
it's
it
just
doesn't actually have
5 lines
any.
redacted. The cook.
It's one of those horrible novelty aprons that looks like somebody in their underwear.
Oops. I was clicking buttons.
But we're barbarians, so it's incredibly hairy.
Anyway,
Oh.
so, Gray, I take it that I'm going to go into social combat against our mysterious unassailant to raise the mood and try to lower the mood of the horde.
Yep.
All right.
That fits rather well.
Can you cook a party so good that it stops someone who's trying to break an entire unit's morale?
Units morale, yeah. Oh well. First things first, I'm gonna. What is the Before you go, good good Johannes, may I beg your blessing?
Oh, yep. You may.
Thank you so much, good sir. So we're gonna lower the threat for this scene. And I am going to invoke Big Bertram. I have once upon a time before had to organize a bash for discount things shaved off Big Bert's wedding, i.e. my big Greek wedding. So it's time to start organizing.
Greg, can my trading company, who's organizing shipments of meat from the Underdark with the dinosaur hunters, can I add those as their efficiency as a bonus dice for discard on this check?
Yeah.
Cool. That's a 4.
All right. That's a 4. Okay, so I have 2 4s and a 6. So I'm gonna start this off with reason because large scale organization is always be a bit of a thing.
All right. Get your organization on.
All right, so we have 1 4 that explodes. So that 1 4 becomes a d6. Please go higher than a 4.
Turns out that Buffalo Raptor wings are amazing.
All right, does 4 beat the Doom?
Yes.
Yay! Glad that I went from a 5 to a 4 then. All right, so it's starting up. Organization's starting nice. They're bringing in the food and beating back the slavering hordes. As a makeshift stage is going up as well. Because essentially, what we're doing the equivalent of those entertainment tours they go to improve troop morale and everything.
Oh yeah.
Like a PX, or what's it called again?
I don't know. I know what you're talking about. The things that Bob Hope used to do.
Yeah.
They're flying a comedian and some.
First half of the Captain America movie.
Yeah, basically.
Essentially, going to be doing that kind of thing, except I'm going to end up being the stand-up for that.
All right, so that's some road damage.
Look, Cord has a charisma of 8. All right.
Nothing.
I see.
No, there's no random rolling going on.
That's not great. All right. So, I've done one of my moves. What are you guys doing? Core Serpentis? I mean,
Especially
Baron
stepped away
Serpentis?
for a second. How did you got any plans?
Yeah, Arn is making a big show of walking around with the broadsheets, using his parapet defense to like suck the magic out of them in like big black cords, and then just dropping them off on the ground as if they're not important. But it's like, oh, hey, you have one of those? Let me show you what's wrong with this. Full of dark magic.
I love it.
This is hunger pattern, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
no?
you
Yeah.
see Edward's Gorge, Occult Thirst.
Yeah.
It like drains magic from stuff.
All right. Can you make me a magic
And-
check
and-
with this then?
And showing it off big and impressive looking. I love it.
All right. So you're making dent, but there's just so many other things.
You're getting a bit full.
Yeah. It's taking time. Every time you've got a stack of them just kind of sat there. And it's like, you drain one, and like 3 more come in. Drain another, 3 more.
Hey, at least people are bringing them in.
The horde may not be here by the time you get back, lads.
Why?
No, I think people are doing fine. I mean, they're bringing them in. That means they're not trusting them. And that's the important thing.
Dre's rolling high is the main issue.
That could be good if he's rolling on behalf of the Horde.
All right.
Probably isn't, but it could be.
Well,
You've got to look on the bright side, or you're just going to start taking mood damage for no reason.
All right.
all right.
So,
Time to throw a few acts up on stage. So I'm going to go and one last thing. I'm going to go power through the crowd and grab a couple of my from some. What's the word again? Some sideshow attractions.
Nope, we're doomed.
Your plat crawlers and your.
Here's Bobby Two Fingers. He had 5. He just lost him in accent.
All right. Well, anyway, let's go for one more reason roll for that.
USO?
Yeah, USO. That's the thing. I'll only give my 1d4 for
Yeah,
Or-
USO.
for event organizational stuff.
I heard about explosives. Who left those here?
Nope. 3 work Ray, or is that not
Nope.
it?
That's
Alright, I'm gonna use-
UXO.
There's-
Oh,
Unfortunately, it is
Unfortunate-
very much like it's like a decade of comedy out of touch. You know?
Hmm. Got the wrong guy.
Yeah.
All right. So what else is happening, Gray?
You're engaging in pre-invasion humor, and everybody hates that now.
Arn's going to try one more thing. He's going to make impassioned speeches to organize like stacks of broadsheets and burn them and try to eat them all at once.
All right.
hungry,
if you
hungry.
destroy them,
Arn.
that does wreck the magic. Shame I'm not
Yeah,
around to
I'm going
tell
to
you.
invoke inspiration to.
Unless, of course, destroying them invokes the activates the magic, in which case that's just bad all over.
Oh, quad.
Well, got an H to convince people to hand over like job lot stacks of them.
And we brought in like little bonfires. People start using to on their campfires. And you
How
will
are there
start to
so
see the number of the things start to decrease. Now, you feel like you've turned a corner.
Huzzah.
Excellent.
Right. Hunting team.
All right, red horses. We have the letter with a question mark signature in hand.
Two
Defenders.
men standing behind you with a coconuts ready to go.
Really?
We have actual
Really?
horses.
I-
We don't need the coconut riders.
They're traditional at this point.
I appreciate the traditional, but I do own a horse.
So do they. What do you think? Or do you think they're going to keep up?
Fair point.
Just
Coconut
immediately
riders don't
confuses
need
the
horses.
horses.
That's the point.
Brother. Right. Westward bound to Ventus, then.
Hmm.
Try and make as much speed as we can. We might make some time on him. Who knows?
All right.
Gray, are we treating this like a chase? We make reason rolls or some such?
Well, really, you've got to kind of pick up the trail first.
Okay.
So,
Powerful wolf nose. Don't fail me now. What am I rolling for this, Gray? I get my magic as a bonus dice.
ooh. Probably reason.
All right. It is traditional.
Yeah.
Reason. You. Magic. Slightly less bad. Probably doesn't break the doom. I'm not gonna find him. Oh hey, that explodes.
I mean, I'll take the 4, but you know.
Oof.
All right.
Coconut Riders?
Coconut rice.
Well, my magic has
We've
failed.
got
as well.
them!
Yeah. Thank
No.
God we didn't get beaten by the Coconut Riders.
They would have accepted that because it would have been a 5.
Right. You pick up a trail. You're looking for one that's a little bit more horsey than reason. There's people coming and going out of camp, but not many people riding a single horse at high speed. And so you find yourself a trail, and you start following it. And about a mile out of camp, it cuts off the road.
Right.
And you follow it, and it starts looping back towards camp.
Oh, bastard. Let me guess. If we follow this all the way around, it's going to lead just back to the road again, isn't it?
Yep. It kind
All
of
the way
loops
back.
around camp and then comes back in from breakwater.
He's come back, the cheeky bastard.
Or it's a false trail and the real trail split off somewhere, say on foot perhaps.
Possibly. If you go back to the fork where the path splits, where the first, well, like it first came back this way, can you send any other sign of a track sticking to the road, or is it only on this fake path?
Let me check. That's a much better roll than the last one.
That is, yeah, very much so.
Definitely seems to be the only one you can see. There's no signs of anyone dismounting or switching horses and stuff like that.
That would have kind of explained the why the broadsheets are showing up. The
Yeah.
newspapers.
Hell's teeth, it does actually.
Mm.
All right, we better get back then. If we're really lucky, he won't have kicked off anything before we get back at this festival or start something.
But it shouldn't take too long.
I don't know. Someone might have been served mushroom coffee that causes a small incident on the road again. At this point, I wouldn't put anything to chance.
Okay, yeah, that's valid.
The shipment of mushroom coffee has arrived.
No.
Somewhere,
Or-
they insert 2 separate keys into the box.
2 separate officers have to authorize the mushroom coffee expenditure.
Sensible.
So you pretty much arrive back at camp fairly quickly.
Good. Yeah. So the good news is, we sort of know where he is.
The hundreds
is
of
going
thousands so people milling around.
Yeah,
Cord
bad
is
news is, he's here.
Cord is going up on stage for a stand-up comedian routine.
If only we had tomatoes.
No, this guy's got a bag for the fruit.
Oh, cool. I'll grab one.
Yeah.
Make sure it's dead first. They've got a nasty bite.
Oh, yeah,
you
right.
know-
This setting has stupid tomatoes, doesn't it?
all
Does it
kinds
four-
of
does it
all
four
kinds of
pass-
fruits and vegetables. Yes.
Does a 4 pass Gray?
Yes.
Okay. Cord starts up in the first round of who's on the great old times of what's on who's basic Guildfriend Godfrey. That's about it. Or what do you call it, goes to prison. My brain is too out of it today to actually come up with anything funny.
That's fair.
So no one has really noticed the difference.
No.
Just going through the old gag. Who's on watch?
Yes.
What's on relief?
Greg, I'm gonna set your dice on fire.
Why?
Stop it.
Stop out rolling him, Gray. It's rude.
I mean, I win that tie because my die is larger.
I love that mechanic. It's so hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, it.
Right. As you're doing this, there's kind of a murmur through the crowd as a new broadsheet has arrived.
Oh, for God's sake!
This is
Hope you're still hungry, Arn.
Who
I'm tracking that.
Who keeps bringing these broadsheets out?
the Daily Barbarian.
Oh God!
Do they have pictures of Spider-Man?
No, it's got a request for pictures of Spider-Man.
What the hell's a Spider-Man?
Who runs
No one
the
knows.
Daily Barbarian? Wait a second. Who runs the Daily Barbarian?
The assassin.
Cord will pick up this sheet and incorporate it into his act and just start mocking the sheets directly.
Which is hard.
That's
See,
play.
the sheet is actually mocking the act.
Oh, it's all
Making
getting
fun of
very
you, making
meta.
fun of it. Very meta.
Yeah.
And Cord will mock the sheet right back. Look upon this, he says, and he shows his art. Who only a critic would say such words. For does anyone know truly of what the critic creates? It is nothing. It is merely the dross and trash of an opinion given as fact.
Social
and
attack
deep in
against the
the-
assassin.
For deep inside the heart of every critic, they know themselves that they themselves cannot create. They can only criticize.
Definitely a social.
They cannot
attack.
uplift. They can only bring down.
Punch him in the feels.
All right.
Someone there
Yeah,
that's
socially
actually
ta-
said mime.
Can I socially attack the assassin from?
Yeah.
Now the mime can be sad on the inside too.
Look upon these words and see that even they do not know how to properly critique. Allow me to critique this critiqued. Look upon this and see that he has left his periods. He has not even used a comma and instead 2 periods. A semicolon sits here, and an injunction sits there. A double negative they have put upon this page.
It was on this day that Cord earned a new title, Pedant Master General.
I mean, there are worse titles related to grammar.
True. And if the mime doesn't want to be sad, he can stop sassing us. Tough it the hell up.
Stop being imperial.
Exactly.
All right, you've contracted this new broadsheet fairly quickly.
Cord will pivot this into a scathing rant about the Empire itself.
All right, make me a
Okay.
charisma check.
So competent, they can't even write a good broadsheet. Jesus.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to use my one mood to actually make this succeed.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. I always forget about.
So
Yeah, don't forget about spending mood. It's handy.
Mm.
Cord will tire him out in this rant. And you know what? I'm going to, instead of that D4, can I switch that for a D6 real fast? Because I'm going to use my Son of the Empire, Son of the Outlander thing, because I suppose he originated from the Empire, just to shout about it.
That's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Oh, god dang, I forgot. You can only use a inspiration once. I already used my, I think I already used my thing that can use it twice per scene. I forgot that's specifically a chosen one thing. Anyway.
Ooh.
Right. On. What are you up to?
Well, he's attempting to track down the press because presses are big and heavy to make broadsheets, and they're pretty difficult to hide.
It might be a wizard.
And the wizard will be nice and heavy if he has a
Right.
press inside of it.
That's entirely possible.
It'd be a very impressive wizard.
Look, we've made jokes about muscle wizards in this game, but
Remember back in the day when we were playing Exalted, where I had my thief who turns out to just been an oily iron god this entire time under the road.
yes.
Yep. Good times.
Anyway, keep tracking.
Well, he's just going to interrogate people asking who the hell has a paper supply? Like, where are the barrels of ink? Like, somebody's got to be moving this. So he just starts making inquisitions.
All right. Lots of people apparently just fold.
Like paper.
Yes. 7 times, not 8.
Good lord. All right, calm down, Mythbusters.
Did they manage 8?
Yes,
With a
I think they
hydraulic
did.
press, maybe.
Yeah, by using a steamroller.
Yeah, they had to
That'll do it,
really
maybe.
dig deep.
Wait, what'd they do?
Fold
Uh,
the paper 8 times.
Yeah.
But they did an aircraft hangar-sized piece of paper using a steamroller.
Wasn't there a time where there was like if you take 2 phone books and fold their pages together, they can't be
Yes.
separated?
Yeah.
What, we just talking about this yesterday?
Are you?
Yes.
But yeah, that was one of the Mythbusters. They eventually did get it by using 2 military tread vehicles. They managed to pull it apart.
Thanks.
I thought it was that they didn't pull it apart. They broke the binding of the book.
Something like that.
Get upset it.
All right. So, yes, people start talking fairly quickly. I mean, ink, be much about ink, but there's been quite a lot of other stuff going missing. Not like the army has much of a logistical core compared to some, but what they
Well,
have
not
has
to
been
mention logistical head is dead.
logistical, maybe bureaucratic core would be a better way of putting it, but yeah, there's definitely been some weird shipments coming around. And you start pulling on a
Okay.
thread, and it quickly unravels.
Who is receiving these shipments?
There's a
Where-
tent over on the east side that just seems to pull in random bits of seafood and stuff like that.
Okay, so we're going to get the boys together, and we're going to walk dramatically down the widest aisle there is towards the tent in a line in slow motion.
In
Yeah, right.
V4 formation.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
That's great, guys. Accord says his voice is very hoarse, as he had to.
Strepsils, man. Strepsils.
I need some calming tea. I need some tea from this. Cord says because his throat is shot from all the shouting he did.
That's how they get you.
All right.
Okay.
Mm.
Sorry, I just saw Gray's roll. I just thought that was him trying to duck out the tent.
No.
No, that was people trying to actually.
Ooh.
Well cursed, discard. Well cursed.
So, it's quite hard to stop background magic in a camp this size.
Yeah, someone roll a 1.
Someone's just rolled a 1.
Doubles.
Oh, no. We were doing so well for
You
avoiding
can do really well.
surges.
That's pretty much the last roll I was going to get. Well,
I said to get the word out. I said to warn people.
I mean, you did, and we were trying. But
yeah.
One listened
yeah.
to me. Those ones hopefully will live.
Well, it was the most likely the person who was doing this was the Magus themselves.
there's supposed to be
Probably.
spice in that. Spice?
That's
Space?
backwards. Come on, Greg.
Oh, god damn it. It's slash roll, you idiot. I haven't done this for a couple of weeks. Oh, guess what? There's 2 more ones in there.
Gosh.
Well, we used to have a barbarian invasion.
Now we have a crater.
No, we have a turnip.
All right, so this isn't like an absolute major one. This isn't like the one you had at the
It keeps bouncing.
Yeah, but there's still levels.
I'm probably in range, aren't I?
Yep. So if you'd like
Well-
to make a check,
Yeah, yeah. I'll check magic.
Well, I'm
Oh,
doing a heart pattern, so if you need to, you can get another d6 on that.
I'm okay.
Know who's glad he's not a magical man? This man.
But magic's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stars start talking to you and everything.
Yeah. Right. So, you hear whispering. Who's whispering everywhere?
Ouch.
Oh, great, we have a warp incursion.
One of you will kind of like hear that your whispering is coming from a pocket, something like that. And you'll pick it up, and it is the words on whatever note or letter you had in your pocket. And it's reading itself.
That's what you get for trusting paper.
Yeah, somehow I don't think it was the paper's problem. Yeah. Doesn't that just mean the broadsheets we were required to try and stockpile them just started reading themselves now?
Yes.
Arn,
Welcome both to
I hope
Vern.
you're hungry. I really hope you're still hungry.
But it's not just that. It's pretty much every bit of written word in the camp is now reading itself.
Good thing people who don't keep a journal, 4 of those people who keep journals.
Ooh, yeah, secret journals are now going very loud.
Secret letters have gone loud. And it does seem to be the more secret you want something to be, the louder it's being read. There's
Does
at
that
least,
mean that
allow-
the tent we're walking to is very loud?
yes,
Good.
ear
That's something.
shatteringly.
Well, that's something we can salvage from this mess.
The whispers
Yeah.
start to drop. And, well, not drop, but like build and build and
So
build.
would this be a heart roll to keep towards the tent?
Yes.
That seems fair. Yeah, okay.
Shit.
Okay.
I'm worried about the command tent myself.
Yeah, there's not much we can immediately do about that, though. Oh, hello. All right, I'll explode. All right, I'll explode again.
Please don't.
I won't.
Let me tap a.
I'll take an 8. Yeah, Hannah's is growing increasingly tired of this nonsense, and the whispers do not stop him.
Let's see if there's anything left I can tap in this situation. You know what? I'm hunted bigger game. This can daunt me. It can very much daunt me. Damn it!
To be fair, you could just spend a point of mood to get a
I
max.
only had 1 point of mood.
Yeah, I will spend
Ooh.
I will spend a mood for this though. Gray, I think that makes it a crisis surge because Cord just fumbled. If the
Oh,
attack against him
no.
rolls over half.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no.
unfortunate.
Oh yeah, did we recover any mood after last session? Because I'm at 0. I'm at 1.
You would be
already.
back straight up to the top.
Okay.
Okay, then I do have mood to use.
It's been a bit of
If-
time, so yeah. I'll say
If
you
that
before the
is
mood.
true, then I was at, and then I would have already had mood to pay that, so I'm down to 1 mood then.
Oh, good. At least the entire camp hasn't become a new breed of shadow monsters that
Yeah.
eat your secrets.
Yay.
No. Around you is just a noise, like words bleeding together, different volumes. Some quiet, some loud.
Anything
Something is being
distinct?
shouted like in the distance. It's too far away for you to make it out, but no. It is loud.
It's probably the boss trying to shut up her campaign journal.
Dear diary, I hate all these barbarians.
Nope.
All right. So the epicenter is definitely this tent here.
Through the wall of noise.
I could just set it on fire from here.
Oh, yeah, no, do that. But we're still going to
But-
approach the tent so we can catch whoever's running out of the burning tent.
But what about any information that might be in the tent? Clearly, all we need to do is set Arn in the middle and have him start sucking it all down, right?
Warming up. Warming up Devastator Fireball.
Chat has decreed that the suspicious tent looks like a pair of comical lips.
Actually, maybe I should go with Fire Nova so that I can just blow up the guy in the tent, but not the tent itself.
Just checking. Is it the purple tent over here? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big
Okay,
glowed
good.
purple tent.
With the ominous glow.
Yeah. Sorry, I was tabbed away. I missed the initial ping.
It's probably the one with the ominous glow.
Yeah. Fair.
Just there's a symmetry to these things.
Do the
Mhm.
words
Glow,
coming from the tent sound
um,
suspiciously imperial?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's at least. Well, that's something. Validation.
Where does one get? Where does one check one's reputation? By the way.
Do you have a reputation? It's like a history on your character sheet.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
well, reputations are essentially things you beg the DM for.
Hey, can I
Okay.
have a
I have like
reputation
I
out of
have
this?
I have one of 4, which is Elliot Broadwin, Bandit King. So I need to go and apply my mask to myself. I'm going to be using this. Cord
Oh,
has put
not
his
bad.
Cord has put his Bandito mask on.
This
Getting
is,
serious. All right.
Put on the
Let's
silly
approach.
mask. It's time to get serious.
Approach the Doom tent.
All right.
Stop being loud.
Arnis just at Johanna's shoulder, just walk together.
Good. If anyone runs from this tent, we are cutting their ass down.
All right. Someone
No,
will stagger from the tent. And it's someone you might actually recognize.
Oh?
Well, recognize as in you've kind of seen him around.
Hey, it's that guy.
It's
It's
nondescript. The
Oh
nondescript.
no, he's definitely not nondescript.
Oh, it's the Cyclops. Sorry, I'll shut up. You can actually describe the guy.
He's one of the hangers-on they have from Ramsar.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the bright young things that seem to flutter around her. He's kind of covering his ears and like getting away, and he kind of hits the flap and makes like a hand movement.
Uh-oh.
And right. And he seems to straighten, and the noise isn't affecting him as much. Kind of shakes his head as if like to clear the last of the bells. Then looks up and smiles at you.
So, Quasimodo, we meet again for the first time.
He doesn't say anything.
No, I'm busy warming up my Fire Nova spell.
He steps over to here.
Yep.
And looks at you. And he just kind of, both hands just waves you away.
Careful, he's probably a wizard.
Yeah. I'm not letting him get away, though. Like, we can't just let him walk away.
I'm pretty sure the plan is he comes out of the tent and you cut him down. I believe that was spoken at least twice.
Good.
So,
Because to be
well-
honest with you, unless he's charging up a spell, I am going to charge the ass to make sure he can't run.
No, that's a good plan.
Even
if he is
quickness
charging up a spell.
for initiative.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, there is initiative, isn't there? Sorry. Do we pop myself back?
Oops, I'm in the wrong bit. I was about to draw a big picture of everything.
Draw a picture of your slash roll command.
There we go.
Yes,
5 for me.
definitely doing combat-y things.
There's the initiative. There we go.
There we go. All
Not
right.
gonna lie, I'm slightly annoyed. I should be doing better than that.
Yeah.
I got it too.
Although technically, who wins tie in this situation?
I'm going to
Biggest
give him
dice.
the tie break.
Yeah, he's a evil antagonist at tracks. Cheeky bastard.
Yeah, and question about zones. Do we need to do a movement to get close to him, or are we close
I
enough
was just
already?
about to. I just realised I completely and utterly forgot to add them again.
Ah, gotcha.
They're a new thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's not like you've ever had to do this for another system before. I'm pretty sure not, anyway.
I'm going to have to learn it because Legion Imperial, not Legion Imperialis,
Yeah,
dictionary
Maledictum.
uses it. Yeah.
Maledictum.
That's the word, thank you.
Imperial
How
Latin
do
wordness.
Yeah.
Latinus Maximus.
Hey.
This is the weirdest way of doing this, but it's working.
Hey, look, if it works, it works.
It works, it works. You know, that's the thing. Just keep trying a new way every time until you find one that works fast and effective.
Yeah.
Or just slap a grid overlay on top of the whole battle space. That's fine too.
No. Zonage.
Yeah, that works. All right. Oh yeah,
So,
I should have a
Cord.
familiar. What familiar did I take?
Yes.
There's somebody looking at you.
In what way?
The not nice way.
And not nice, an unkind way. Cord can't have that.
Looking at you in the, we've already agreed to stab this guy a lot way.
I really wish I had movement ability things. All right. Well, Cord
I've added a
will
picture.
we'll see. No, so it takes a trick to move into a move, right?
Unless
you have
it's part of an attack.
If you have
I-
an ability that has move as part of its thing, you could use the move there. Otherwise,
I
just
I do
a
not
trick.
have any. Unfortunately, having a long broadsword really limits your combat capabilities when it comes to being a handsy dancy man. So Cord is going to trick into the same area as this man, and before he can adopt the stance. Hello, good sir. You know,
Just
oh, no,
match.
instead, no, before I do that, because it's really dumb. And I know other people have that capability, so they can take that further faster than me.
Discard, don't you have
Cord,
a second combat?
I
combat
do,
ability?
but the only one that actually works like that with my sword type is weapon type is because everything else is like sword, shield, or some other thing like that. So mine is going to be in Cord sword style. So I'm going Cord goes up and poses. Begins
All
in
right, calm
pose
down,
stance
Jojo.
and goes, "Oh, you!"
Huh, weird.
That's my turn.
Lunge doesn't give you a move. Okay.
What is
I wish lunge was was a move.
It's gonna flow like the wind to get right up in this guy's face. That's all.
All right. Oh, that's the wrong button. Just kill him straight off.
No?
Well, he died.
What a shame. Glorious combat over.
All right.
Still went off early. Oh well.
He's just going to look at you, and as he brings his hands together, and let's make a check, shall we? This is going to be strength from you, I think.
You doing?
He's casting a spell on you. So whatever your spell defense is.
Yeah, that's a D6.
He beats that. And suddenly, it's like you can't move. It's like you're trapped inside sort of invisible box.
Oh.
Oh
Sorry.
shoot! He's got mime magic.
He
He's got
does. He would, wouldn't he?
We all know.
All right.
We all
Sorry.
know that to break a mime's power, you must break his silence,
What? Tickle him?
or stab him and make him go R R R.
I prefer that method.
What is the sound of one man being set on fire?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Token. I need to update the token now.
Fucking Gray, you roll like 3 6s in a row though. That was rude.
Oh, this could have happened so much earlier, though.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
just-
Yep.
You've actually got
Oh,
really
yeah.
close to him before this kicked off.
Wait, so beforehand?
Of course, if he was one of Ramza's hangers-on, we'd have been near him because the hanger-on could have been there when we were speaking to Ramza.
Well,
Oh, yeah, that
There's
tracks.
a reason why I tend to avoid high muckety mucks.
there was yeah, if I was actually thinking about the whole if we were checking the I see. If
So
we were
that's what you
checking
looked like
if
before. And he currently looks like that.
I liked it better when he had the purple glow on him.
Yeah, it's quite interesting how that affects the picture, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's really clever.
Like pull it down a bit, yeah, like that right there.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
The
The forbidden technique, indeed.
yeah, that's actually some good light sourcing. I'm really impressed by that.
That is what I was saying though. So if we had checked the smell idea earlier, it probably would have been a bit more effective.
Okay, so that's his round gone. Johan.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm not
Paralyzed.
Okay, I'm not paralyzed, but I still can't string words together.
That happens.
You are still tongue-tied.
Indeed. So we're gonna do. Okay, I have a brief opening, seeing as obviously our man's casting on Arn. So he's going to basically go in for a run. Johannes is going to go in for a running slash and try and catch the guy in the kidneys while he's busy casting it on. So this is going to be a passing slash. Damage 1 and move. D6 attack. Let's find out how good his defenses are.
Sorry. There we go. I'm halfway through the sentence. Okay, so you're attacking him.
Yes.
So defense move.
Sorry.
Yeah, beats you. You
Yeah,
just
fair
go
enough.
pirouettes out the way.
Yeah, BYB sassed by chat, and I don't like it.
Nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
Is there a is there like a escape? Is there a route for his escape that I can block off? Gray, would you say?
Oh,
I mean, looking at the map, there's plenty of tents he could try and burst through, I'm guessing. But I'd rather not burn down half the camp.
Do you have a trip technique?
Ooh, that might help.
yeah, tricks. We haven't used enough of them.
I do
But
not
trip,
yet have.
trip.
Oh, trip.
Sadly, I do not. Well, it's his turn right now because his brain's turn
Oh,
soon, isn't it?
In your great weapon style.
In my great weapon style, I
Trip.
Yeah, trip does.
I mean, Brent's
Agree
still
with
going before the start of the round, so
Yeah.
Can't.
I'll say the Lord's Fence, yes.
put it this way: if you have to do a bit of AoE to me to break Arn out and hit the wizard, I'll accept. I'll grumble about it, but I'll accept it.
All right. Fortunately, I don't. Am I up then?
Yep, you're up.
Great. I will begin with Summon Storm.
Okay.
Clouds rolling in, lightning happening in the sky. It might rain later.
I'll manage to fix it, by the way, so it doesn't, when we go into a different round, it doesn't refresh the initiative.
Oh my
That's
God.
nice.
I
That's
know.
weird. I'm showing no. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong map. There we are.
Yes. Also, yeah, you can have multiple combats on different tags.
Mm-hmm. That's not confusing at all.
I mean, it's a good idea for like if you split the party, but I also
Oh,
see
yeah.
it leading to shenanigans.
Well, yes, that too. That's it for me. That's all I can do. I've begun a magic
Cord,
what's the name?
you're off again.
Round 2.
What's it? My turn?
Yes.
Well then, Cord shall trick his way into this brouhaha in the hope to cut off this man's escape.
All right. On. You're trapped
Well,
inside a
gonna
box.
Yeah, he's going to use the bonds of his teams to try to resist magic, so he's giving the bonus to the 3 allies in the same area.
Yay! Thank you.
So you get a bonus d6 on it to resist magic.
Yay.
Excellent.
Yeah,
How good
against
for
the
you.
wizard. I'm happy with that.
Especially seeing he's now going to switch from his invisible box attack
Sorry.
to
Very apt.
yes. I have an entire Mime magic tree
That's
I
beautiful.
made.
That's
Good on you.
beautiful.
All right. So he kind of whips up and he kind of starts moving his arm around his head in a circular pattern. And then he
Look out,
throws
he's
it at
throwing an
Johan.
invisible lasso.
And he kind of throws it at Johan.
Okay.
So
He's throwing an invisible dinner plate at me. My
No.
God.
an invisible rope at you.
Oh, that's
Just that terrible
Sorry.
dance where people like imaginary rope people.
Oh, I do know what you're talking about now. Yes. Right. Okay.
Oh.
Well, D4 defense. I've at least got a fighting chance.
Well, D4 plus D6 is the magic attack.
Good shout. Yes. I've
They
got him.
use
I mean-
lassos on this planet.
That's just the exploding dice, my normal one. I beat him.
Somehow you managed to dodge out of the way.
I'd like to think it's a Matrix duck backwards, to be honest. It's a boss fight.
Yeah.
You know, the lasso just sort of soars past the
Well,
mohawk.
you don't see it, but you feel it. Kind of.
Yeah,
whip
the hair
crashes.
sort of brushes back.
Yeah.
Bloody wizards.
And then he's kind of.
Bless you.
All right. So, Johans.
We're not going to have anything of that nonsense. We're just not afraid. Because that's just bloody rude, is what that is.
Are you just gonna stab him?
No. More specifically, I'm going to
Yeah,
actually use
stab
something I
him
haven't used
specific.
before.
Ooh.
You're going to see Johanna slip into a very unfamiliar stance, and then sort of do an upwards cut to try and sort of spin and catch the wizard in the neck. What I'm actually doing is Ranieri's attack, which is 1 damage, but it then gives me a D12 defense against any terrain effects, moves, or rebalances.
Ooh, clever.
Nice. It's a good one.
Because with the lasso, all of a sudden I see what he's trying to do. So, here's the actual attack coming.
Yay.
Fair enough. But I still get the defense, I'm assuming, because the attack is
Yes.
actually triggered. So,
Yes.
okay, cool. Let me just note that on my sheet. But that's going to be my turn.
Okay.
Hey,
I'll
Brand,
stop writing for some reason.
do you want to trick your way into the tent to see if you can find anything that might be about
No.
this dude?
Nope. I know exactly
Okay.
what I'm doing, and I'm going to be doing it.
I mean,
Go
okay.
on.
Right, what are you doing?
I'm going to thunderbolt him.
Guys.
D8 attack, and if it hits, he has to rebalance. Mood.
Can you okay?
Can you
You
move
can
an
mood an
attack?
attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Does it again, I'm going to inspire. Anyways, that's an 8. That's not an 8.
That is not no.
He's shocked by the loudness of my thunderbolt. He must rebalance next turn.
Yeah,
Any of his rebalance moves, Greg.
that's fine.
I hit him with a go directly to jail, do not pass go, do not collect
Okay.
$200.
Cord.
Yes.
Only no.
Chord show. Give me a second. So if it's the damage is if the damage says okay, I see.
What
So
you looking at?
chord, I'm just looking at my thing here. I'm just thinking. So I'm going to go into a feint because I'm going to see if I can attack. Go to feint this for this round. So going for +1 attack die, +1 to now the next round. So Cord, having taken his large long sword out, it has affected a mocking fencer stance with his big rippling muscles, having this two-handed sword in one hand,
Love doing that.
limped wrist. What's up?
I love doing that.
And looking demeaning looking at demeaningly at the man. Come on.
Come on.
While everyone else is going to be slapping this man's body, I'm gonna see if I can slap his mood because I am
Okay.
going to because
There you
at the heart of every critic is a failed entertainer.
Ooh. Please tell me that's what you whisper as you settle into the feint.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Because that's a good setup. I like that a lot.
Is that actually going to be an attack or?
That's it has no die.
Oh yeah,
This is just a
plus
setup die.
it's a feint. Yeah, I get it.
So I have poised, I have gone for the feint, I moved in, gone for the feint. And now the next one is for is going to be going for a demeaning swat.
Right, rebalancing. It happens in his turn, doesn't it?
It means he has to use a rebalance move, one of
Yes.
the moves with an underline.
So Arn, you're still trapped.
Well, he's going to attempt to try to punch his way out of the box.
All right.
Guessed right.
So that's versus his physical defense die. Okay. Yep. The box shattered, and he's hit with invisible shrapnel for 1 damage.
Nice.
Oh
Cursor
no,
invisible shrapnel.
it's a mime off.
One. I always used the wrong one. All right. So he has to rebalance.
Yep.
He is going to switch to. Where is it? I was on the same page. I moved away from the page as I was. His mime crying. This is an
Excuse
area.
me?
This is an area. He's just kind of fake crying.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This is area attack. Everyone in the same zone. I would like you to roll a heart check.
Okay.
What do we still have the 1d6 from Arn's help?
It's still magical,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah. So
Okay. Can I invoke a history here? Because I feel like a guy who spent several years working as an assassin for a military is probably not going to buy crocodile tears,
Go on then.
which is what this is feeling like a setup for. So, all right, I'll roll a d8 on history after this.
Cord gets crit.
No, Cord doesn't get crit until he has to roll. Does he have to roll max on that for crit to happen?
No, you have to roll a 1, and he has to roll over half.
Oh.
So unfortunately, in this
gets
case,
crit.
yeah, he does.
So you take 2 mood damage because you apparently feel for this guy. You don't know why, but you do.
Sympathy's a right royal problem.
Shit.
The rest
Okay,
of you
that
are
means I'm-
pretty leveled against him.
I'm out of range.
That's fair, yeah.
And the those
Oh.
structures pulled down is making it hard for you to see.
So what happens when you hit the -1 mood? When you go to -1 mood, then what happens?
Ooh.
Yes, there's a thing for that.
it actually starts chipping away at your inspirations.
Ooh.
All right. So do I lose? So if I take, which one should I get? So what happens if it chips? How does that work?
Okay.
Lose
So
mood.
when your mood is at 0, your inspirations are vulnerable to social attack.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, just pick the one that seems most appropriate.
Well, these are my to be near and farm. I do it for the ladies or love of shiny things.
mean-
It needs to be a social attack directed at the inspiration to damage.
You're
Yeah.
the
not
inspiration.
losing it right now, but it's just
Yeah.
they're vulnerable
Being
to
a
an
zero
attack.
mood is
Vulnerable.
bad.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna have to move myself up into this.
Yep.
If Arn has that ability to make everyone feel better, that'd be nice. But well, that's up to I don't play his character.
Right.
No.
Your hand.
He's also in a box, so you
No, he's
Yeah.
not now.
know.
Because he
Oh,
Oh yes, he
rebalanced.
broke out the
Yeah,
box.
he broke out, and plus he was going to lose it on the rebalance anyway.
Fair point. Okay, with the setup complete, let's go for something a little more punchy.
I did actually show up for the magic dueling class.
Good man.
I
I
know what I'm
approve.
about here.
Your one trip to the right, your one lecture of the year.
What?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even there for a full year.
True.
Come on, I made most of my classes.
Yeah, only most.
Hey, I turned to some more third year accounting. I did first year chemistry at university.
Fair enough. We're going to
guys-
go with the kidney stabs. We're going to go sort of lunge in close, grab with the free hand, and go for the side. So we're going to go for an onslaught. So 2 attacks, 2 damage each if either of them land. D6 for the first.
Good
I
set.
have been getting nothing but ones
D4
this
for the
entire
second.
time.
First attack explodes
Change your
into an
dice.
D8.
Yep.
Okay, I'll take the 6.
First attack. Second attack.
Okay, because I exploded, I was also rolling a D8 on the first attack. So we've tied that one.
think
But
it
That means I
doesn't
win because I'm the
work that
attacker?
way.
No,
I think it doesn't work that way.
No.
The 6 is a D6 size, and the 8 is a 1.
yeah. If you roll a 6
okay,
on the
so-
D8, yes, you do tie one as the attacker.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's the actual size you roll, not the size it explodes to.
Yeah. Otherwise, you
Boo.
could have a big pool and just try and knock everything out.
Yeah, that's the sensible choice, but still, boo.
Which is, a little nicer for us because we're not getting crit all the time.
I mean, true, yeah. All right, cool. That's me then. Swing,
Especially
swing,
considering
miss,
we can
miss.
spend mood on those if we really need to hit.
Right, Brand.
Thunderbolt.
No, I'm just going to keep the lightning bolting you.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to change.
No, I mean, fair. If it
When you
works, it
learn
works.
Call Lightning, you use Call Lightning.
Well, shoot.
He pulls out a tiny umbrella and it pisses.
Oh no! He's put an
Oh
invisible
no, hang on.
earbud.
You didn't just.
Tiny umbrella.
I don't think that counts.
No,
No, that doesn't count.
this is defense, not a spell check.
The 8 is the highest. Is the highest dice.
Oh,
Even so, he rolled an 8, not the 1. The 1 doesn't get
Plus,
counted.
it's a defense dice, not a magic check dice.
Yeah.
I know, but it's basically how he defends himself.
Yeah.
I rolled a. That is his magic defense, though, right, Greg? Because this is a magic attack.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. That's a lot of magic defense for a rebalance.
He's just strong in every... Because he's a single boss, I've just made him
Yeah.
pretty tanky, rather than you just mauling him in one turn. I want to show off some of the box tricks. The rebalance is going to
working.
mess me up, though.
oh no.
All right. Well, Cord, a single tear rolling down his cheek. I understand your pain, but unfortunately, you must also understand mine as I go for a defensive swat, dismissive swat at him. Can I ever roll there are more sides to this die than one's game.
I don't believe you. Have you tried changing your dice? Gray, your guy
I think-
can't lose.
I think the dice are angry.
Yeah.
He can lose. There are means for die. The thing is just the fact that the die hates me today.
No, he can't lose against a D6 when you roll a 1 because he's throwing an 8. He
Yeah.
cannot roll below you,
Yeah.
and he has a bigger dice. So
Well, anyway, that's
Right.
my wait. Just want to make sure of something here. Because I did pose, so I do have bonuses. Bonus reputation die on attack up or defense until focus and rebalance. So let me try for
oh well then.
let's see if going for that on no. Of course, why wouldn't it? Continue.
This mime
Don't-
doesn't care about you conquering some tiny provincial seaport.
Apparently not. No.
All right.
It wasn't
On.
tiny.
Well, seeing Cord's not doing much, he's going to switch to an offensive pattern. And like little lines of black are starting to suck in from under his mask. That's a physical attack.
All right.
Okay.
He's rolling well. I'm rolling well tonight.
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, then again, I've been rolling well all day. I've been wargaming today, and I'm doing a demo game. And it's like, okay, so I'll show you how a slam works. And because it's a game of exploding sixes, I then proceeded to roll nine successes
Nice.
and kill an opponent, one of his players. It's like, okay,
Okay. We'll try that one again with a little less dice power.
no, we carried on. He still won.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You're supposed to lose a training game. You know, if you lose a training game, you're not training your people well enough. Also, you want people to come away thinking, yeah, I won a game after being annihilated in the first few turns.
Oh, sorry. I thought I thought you'd killed the players as opposed to the players winning and killing you. Apologies.
No, he pulls
It's a
he
sports
pulls
game.
a gun out.
It's
Kills the
dreadball.
man.
So I killed a player. All right. So on as missed. So
Yep.
he's going to look at Cord. He's going to
Oh.
point at Cord, and he's just going to do an elaborate shrug. So he's making a social attack on Cord's inspiration to be known near and far.
Oh, great. He knows our secrets. He's going to have to die.
Yeah.
Right, he's rolled a 4, Cord.
Oh, was he going? So he's going after my.
He's socially attacking you. Do you have do you have equipment that can be used for social attacks?
Would that be my charisma or what?
Like equipment, like social equipment, like fancy outfits.
Fancy. Unfortunately, I'm not buying any fancy equipment. I think.
Well, you're doomed.
Well, I do have my-
usually
I do-
use heart to resist.
All right then. D6.
Ooh.
Tie, Gray.
Tie. Attackers win ties.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Got an inspiration?
I do. I have a. Well, that's a D4.
It's worth a punt.
It could explode.
No. No,
No.
of course.
Crack. You somehow, deep in Cord's soul, he knows people don't know him. Not truly know him.
I don't even. Do I even know myself? Well then. I guess that turns my that turn. So is it 3 or 4 that makes things
4, so you are no
Before.
longer immortal.
Unless it's a love.
But you can recover it.
Yeah, that's easy.
how do you recover
But for
it?
now, so to gain lost inspiration points, spend several days, at least 114, and narrate how you use the time to erase your inspiration by 1. But it just
Fair
means
enough.
for this fight, you're actually vulnerable.
Will do.
Bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Right, your hands. He's got his back to you, and he's breaking Cord down one bit at a time.
Yep. Well, we're going to have to try and help him on that regard. So let's go for something a little more reliable follow-up attack. Instead of the rapid-fire kidney flurry, we're just going to go for a good old-fashioned spinal tap with a long sword. I'm not a surgeon. Don't ask how that works.
Well, you insert the pointy end.
Exactly. So this is
into
a
the fleshy bits.
free sword strike, 2 damage if it lands.
Okay,
D10 opening.
D10 defense.
I'm going to invoke a mood because I am
Okay.
sick of missing this guy. And
That's
also,
good.
Cord is in trouble. So I'm going to just take a mood hit and just guarantee a 10
so-
on that one.
He won't be able to kind of counter that with a mood because you attack would win the tie. So
Yes, I would beat him on the size of dice. 2
how much-
damage.
2 damage. All right.
I have a
actually
question for the party for next round. Do we want me to try and rebalance him, or do we want me to just keep hitting him for like 2 damage chips?
I can keep rebalancing him forever
Okay, cool.
if it hits.
Well, yeah. Cool. All right. 2 damage. Sorry, I interrupted Greg. Carry on.
Yeah, you seem to have actually cut into him this time. So
Is there even a grunt of pain?
no,
Nope, he's a mime.
he's a mime.
Yeah.
Also, if you
train
stop
for this.
rebalancing him, that'd be great because at the moment I'm stuck on his default.
Gentlemen, keep rebalancing him.
I've got so much other stuff to show you. But that sounded little too Final Destination then.
A little bit,
Yes,
but
but-
I know what you meant.
Yes, but Gray, you see, the other option is lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. That'd get old fast.
Right, Brent.
Thunderbolt.
Yep.
It's different from lightning bolt because it does sonic damage. And oh, howdy, does it do sonic damage? I'll take the 4. The D10 beats his D8.
Yep.
So does the 8. He must rebalance next round.
Yeah, is that putting damage as well?
No, it doesn't actually damage.
No, I don't think it
just
does.
rebalance.
All right. Okay. Cord. This man is
Cord.
mocking your very existence to the core.
Indeed. And
Doing something about it?
Yeah, of course, I'm just going to go in for a hard lunge. Just be like, yeah, and just go for a big
Subtlety
stab.
is for.
I mean, we are barbarians.
No, fair. True, fair.
As he dips out of my way because I can't roll above half a die. It seems like today.
It went to 1 this time.
Anyway, that forces me to rebalance. So I'm going to go into a different stance like that.
All right. On.
Okay, he ramps it up. All the magic in the area is just now swirling towards his mask.
Is that in the local zone, or does that affect the whole everything?
No, just locally.
Okay, good.
Is that his magical defense, is it? Actually,
No,
it's the same.
physical.
It's the same for him at the moment.
Yep, so I assume he's spellbound, so he takes 3 damage.
Oof.
I forgot to also
nice.
roll.
He suddenly looks
Flesh is being drawn off his bones almost.
He suddenly looks a
Ugh.
lot more pale than he did a second ago.
I also forgot to roll the 1d4 that goes from the what do you call it? Yep, no, of course. Don't mind me.
Oof.
Not-
Yes, he did not like that. But unfortunately, having to be forced to rebalance wasn't in my plan. To be trapped in like these. Should have given him a few more rebalanced moves.
Welcome to my invisible box.
Bloody wizards breaking the game.
It's made of hurty noises.
To be fair, if a wizard didn't break the game in some way, it'd probably be a bad sign for a wizard.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Look, Ray, it's just that I accidentally found his weak point in my first action. That's all.
Yeah, because if he can't move out his rebalance. His rebalance is great for defense, but if he can't get out of it, all right, he's going to sink to the ground and like properly kind of rubbing his eyes kind of over the top, straight crying. He's going to go for another like mood hit.
No, sad clown is sad.
Oh no.
Right.
Heart check, yeah?
Yep, this is a mood attack, so
Okay.
Yay! Fuck
I'm out of
that.
range.
attack and breaks tie
You
scored.
can't actually take damage from this. You don't have any mood left.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
fine.
True.
She can't hurt you.
Okay, so that's my heart and then inspiration. No.
I mean, it's for bad reasons that he can't hurt you, but still, take what you can get.
Not an assassin with a conscience, damn it. A conscience, rather.
Gotcha.
Oh, Gray, I finally figured out what familiar I want to have.
Oh yeah.
Going with the floating skull.
Murray?
No. Well, sort of. It does know insulting as its as one of its skills.
All right. If you fail, take a point of mood damage. It's just so over the top. You can't feel bad. Not feel bad for this guy. I mean, Cord would feel even worse, but Cord's not felt this bad in his entire life.
No, Cord's miserable, apparently.
Yeah.
Poor Cord.
It's incorrigible.
Ugh.
If only.
Right. And Brent.
Wait, what?
Oh no, Johan.
Yes, I
Sorry,
did the thing.
Johan. I completely skipped. I moved to you, but then forgot I actually had to tell you to take a turn and then moved past you.
To be fair, I'm an assassin. I should be blending into the background somewhat.
It's like I clicked on you already and then
Oh. Yeah,
then realised I hadn't told you what the damage was, and then assumed I'd already done your turn and moved on.
Well, Chappie's close to the ground now, isn't he? So it'd be a terrible shame if a sword pinned him to it. Stab him. We're going to keep it simple this time. We're going for a free sword. 2 damage if it lands.
And you put
I
him
think
through.
it lands. 2 damage.
Yep. The sword goes through him, pins him to the ground, and he does kind of like a backhand to the head, throws his head back, and then slumps to the ground dead.
Lightning bolt.
Let me take my sword out first. I don't want to be
Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt.
Let me
My
take
mistake.
the sword out first. I don't
Just
want to be
loud
electrocuted.
noises.
All right. The mind lies dead at your feet.
Like dead? Wait, probably playing dead.
Well, we assume he's dead. On armor.
Yes.
Well,
Hmm.
Ramsler
next
wants his
action
head.
still has to be to rebalance.
Well, I'm going to go. Will somebody stick their head
I
into
have
the? Let's go stick their head into the big glowing, susurration pool to see if there's anything information in there.
Well, yeah, Arnold just walk in with his occult thirst activated, just sucking all the magic in.
Good play.
I just have this idea of a giant black squid now flowing out of your mask. I don't know why.
That's what I was going for.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Carry on.
All right. Inside the tent is a average-sized printing press on a cart, and it looks like they can kind of like put a box over it to cover what it is. There seems to be like a roll of paper and nothing else apart from the fact that it's growing and it's the source of a large chunk of the noise as it repeats everything that's been printed on it over and over again. So this is going to be another mood attack.
On everybody or just Arn?
Just armed because he steps inside.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yep, and he just starts, puts his head right over the top of it and just starts sucking it all in.
And this, as you watch the light dims, and things begin to return a bit more to normal.
Okay. To both actually fact check whether or not the guy is immortal and or just dead, Ramsler wanted the assassin's head.
Okay.
I'm going to take his head off.
Yep, the head comes off.
Those who are squeamish, look away now.
Cord, you're suddenly squeamish.
Yeah.
Not on the shoes.
No, he throws up on the head.
I wonder if he's got like Medusa-like properties. If you show the head to people, does it suddenly make them really, really upset?
Yes, you stuck a
show
head
it
in
to
their
Cord.
face.
There we go. Apparently, yes.
Only if they
Apparently.
took significant mood damage and lost inspiration.
The temptation to say, let's check this. Cord. No, I'll stop. I'll stop.
Okay.
I'll stop. We've fact-checked enough, I think.
I mean, I don't care about it. It's just a head.
Well, yeah, to be fair, I don't care about it because this is the sort of thing I do on a day job. You don't care about it because it's a head, and I'm pretty sure Arn has become something in the Eldritch plane of horror, so he doesn't give a shit either. But,
At least not today. I mean, I've woken up surrounded by worse.
Would Batman be a wraith?
That is a
know.
solid question. I don't know. I feel like he'd be more of the soul metal guys from the Alchemical Exalted, but that's a different story for
That's
Well,
how you
in
roll
this
them.
setting, yes, because race use fear as a weapon. They feed on fear. They can sense people's fear. So Batman totally fits.
that play. Okay.
And Arn is wearing a mask.
Is one of your pillars, in fact, that your dead parent? If your parents are dead, or
I'm not going to ask.
just checking.
Well, it is a unique artifact, so I am essentially rolling this guy's tent to find like a badge of office or like grease paint or something unique to his profession.
Right. Give me a reason roll.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to
Roll
move
that.
that.
Or is just
Alright.
going to sit. Score's just going to pitch a squat and pull out a tobacco pouch and just starts having a big contemplative smoke.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Sad violin music is happening in the background.
So, in some ways, by the way, I'm pretty upset you didn't capture it. Because I was looking forward to the interrogation scene when he didn't say a thing.
Tell me everything
He's
you
a
know.
mime.
Yes.
Who said anything?
By the way, that's
Well, you
his.
just have to put him under a bright light and offer him an imaginary glass of water.
And then throw it in his face.
That's his spell thing, by the way.
Oh, hello.
Just to show what you missed. You might run into another mime at some point, but
Ooh, okay.
Well, this is
Ooh.
clearly the caster mime. I'm sure there's other kinds of.
Oh no, he's got finger guns.
No. He's got imaginary cannon. That's even better. Oh, that's marvelous. I love he has to advance into imaginary cannon from the finger guns. That's good. I like that a lot.
Good thing I had the force rebalance. That's a D10 attack,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
and it just keeps going after he triggers it.
I'm
The better
assuming
wo-
the Aura of Woe is the giant purple thing. Essentially.
No, that was the spell thing.
Oh, okay.
The other woe is kind of what he was using to hit discard.
mood.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Whereas I missed the A. There's supposed to be area mood for the mime crying.
Ah.
What I didn't get to do was to constrict the box.
Yeah, just as well, actually, because that looks pretty mean.
I put the kibosh on constricting debosh.
Yeah.
None
So
of that.
that's my first attempt at making a like my own combat thing.
Okay.
I don't think it was too bad. I built it
It's
for
not
a
even-
single
proper
combatant,
scary.
so it's supposed to be pretty scary.
Yeah. I think you got it right. I mean, to be fair, we were fortunate enough to have basically tapped into a weakness of his, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, the main problem is with our good friend Brand is like you can only do it to one person at a time. So
Yes.
And they
Single,
gave you one person.
combatant fights are always difficult.
Yes.
And I think that he did pretty well. He's made Claude mortal
for a bit,
But now-
yes.
for now.
Brand Cord is going to have to go soul searching and wonder and really dig down to why do I want to be known by everyone? Do I really care? Do I need am I looking just for validation? Do I just want my father's love? What am I?
I'm hearing
what do I
Vision
really-
Quest.
Yes.
But you're
Just
not a
gonna
real
say,
barbarian.
You're on a vision
Well,
quest.
Savage. Savage is the name of the class.
Well, yes.
What about Savage?
That's the Savage thing. Savages do that. It's part of their level up thing.
So you returning to Rams?
Yep, we have a body to clear up, but I'm trusting that the barbarians can handle that. We have a head of an assassin to present. Wait, hang on. Is the festival still in motion?
Yes.
Okay,
course.
I put this over to the more morally inclined members of the party. Big ceremony, present Ramza with the head of the assassin. Establish her authority as winning. Does that track?
Yes, let's grab a
Yeah.
pike.
Checks out.
I'm just going to
Yeah.
signal
fair
the
enough.
barbarian. Pike, now.
Pretty sure it
They'll
works.
be-
Don't put it on the pike. That's her job.
No, but she'll need the pike to put it on the thing.
Mhm.
And I swear to God, if this barbarian brings me a fish and is trying to be glib, I will actually take his kidney.
I will warm up a fire nova so that I can cook the fish. I'm a little peckish.
No, there's plenty of spikes. It's very easy to find a spike. And they bring it to you. And, you retrieve Ramza from the tent. And she's in the right position to, spike a mime. Someone's tried to kill her. It's not normally in her day-to-day thing.
One head of an assassin, Your Majesty, as requested.
I'm not, Your Majesty.
Not. Right. I'm trying to pick the moment up. Give it a break.
Cord will look wistfully at the stage and start ambling towards it.
It's okay, Cord. You'll discover your juju again.
Be appropriate.
Cord will pick up the microphone and just start having a heartfelt discussion with the audience.
Oh God, he's going full on beat poetry.
Well, there's no hope for it. Called it. No hope.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
This will destroy it. Look, I'm gonna rub a reputation off of that. Okay, Gray, just for how bad it is.
You're getting heckled by the crowd at this point.
Okay,
Yes.
and someone who's not doing the Ramson presentation, just get the old-fashioned shepherd crook and just pull him off the side stage at this point, because this is getting worrying.
Yes.
Yeah, Arn will use his leadership ability, just take off his cloak, throw it over Brand, giving him 3 mood, and just kind of, there, champ, you'll get him next time, and just pat him on the shoulder.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Just low on his, just low down. He's sitting under your cloak, just with a mug, just singing a sad song to himself.
The sad song.
This is
All
the
around
saddest,
him are
the saddest song of the world.
That's enough of that now.
Yeah.
So apparently the mime has actually truly struck at the heart of the party. He's made our chosen one.
Yeah,
play.
he's damaged the chosen one. It wasn't the chosen one he was aiming for.
No. In fairness, credit where it's due. He went down swinging.
Yeah.
Well, crying, but
I
No,
mean,
That's
loan.
close enough for a mime.
Loan, there is no mixtape. I see what you're suggesting. Stop it.
if I only had a means of recording.
So soon, Cord is going to be releasing a series of songs to all the local bards, which is probably the equivalent of a mixtape.
The fact that I have
Yeah.
not been able to roll anywhere near any maximums this entire game.
It's been rough.
Hilarious. Get off the stage, you tonsy bastard! You can see Cord's muscles deflate. He's gone. He's gotten scrawny. He looks like he's scrawnier all of a sudden. His beard has shaggered and looks not nearly as robust as it used to. He's gone.
The red in his beard is just going pale.
Just give me the thing where you know Lebowski from Big Lebowski, right? Cord is saying you start packing that look soon. His
It's been a hot minute since I saw that movie, but I think I know what you mean. Yes.
Right, something needs to be done. Great. I'm going to spend 2 wealth levels and hire some guys to engage and lose to Cord in I don't know, insult poetry.
Okay, you don't need to go that drastic. This is just now.
It's been done. I'm hiring people to lose to you.
Do not resist.
This is only more depressing.
Take your compliments.
Fair enough. Anyway, moving along.
Apparently, they lose very convincingly.
Good.
Okay, that guy wasn't shit. I'm sure everything's good. I'm back on the horse.
All right. Ramsa is definitely back on the horse. She is
Did not handle
strutting.
it if you discovered poetry. Ugh.
She's positively strutting up and down the stage with this head,
Nice.
and giving a proper speech about this is what they send against us.
They attack us not in our body, but our spirit. All together, men. Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, you're still crushing people in some kind of charisma-based competition.
Also, just checking. I'm just keeping an eye on Anselm during all of this. I know this is my paranoia. I know it's just me, but I'm keeping an eye on him anyway. How's he reacting to all of this?
Amson.
Yeah.
He looks disappointed.
Oh dear, how sad. Never mind.
Well,
He has grown a Fu Manchu and is stroking it very menacingly.
Well,
I'm thinking-
meanwhile, Arn's feeling great. He found a white and black striped shirt, unlike anything seen in Barbarian lands, and he's having it covered in wax and preserved so that he can just admire it later.
Has the whole black tentacle thing with Arn stopped yet?
Oh yeah, that stopped after he ate the magic field, so you can turn that off.
I have a question.
Yeah,
just
the
thinking
parapet
was-
defense is specifically the mage killer build, so I'm going a little over the top with it.
it works quite well.
Yeah, no, it worked very well.
Yeah. That guy was built to be trouble.
I mean, if there was more than one of them, yeah, there would be a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Yeah. So what we now learn is that will do as you've done the mini boss version. Now they show up as elites rather than bosses.
Oh,
This is
boy.
now what we know.
That's always a good way of introducing a new baddie.
Exactly.
I always think
Yeah.
that not called Dragon the Origins one. Not Dragon
Dragon Age Origins.
Dragon Age Origins. The way they did the end of that was really good. Because they basically turned the guys you were fighting at the start down to 1 hit point. So you were one-shotting them through the city. And it just made you feel like, oh, these guys, stab, 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 stab. Like,
Yeah,
flipping
well
that is
done.
also good. It's like, oh, you fought this guy, you defeated him. Now there's 3 of them.
Get in there.
Mhm.
All right, so feels like they're getting the barbarians back into kind of like gear.
Mm-hmm.
The internal
Okay.
strife has been dealt with, at least for now.
Well, who's going to?
Yay.
Well, the question is, who is going to take over? Who's going to end up taking over? The what do you call it? Duties. Okay, sorry, brains had a brain fart. Administrative duties.
Yes, that's going to be more of an issue.
Not it.
Well, no, somebody's going to have to because no one here does. We all know who's exactly going to get it.
Who?
Mr. Ming Man. There's a position of power open up, and I'm sure that he's going to want to carry his way in.
I mean, that's an option. I mean, counterpoint, we do have an expert administrator in our kill team who I'm sure would be prepared to help out a bit. What are you thinking, Arm?
I would not wish to push myself forward to a position of power. I will if Ramsa requests it, but I left the nest of vipers for a reason.
We might need to source a before we may need to find and source a new clerk, essentially,
There's
Yep.
no shortage of
or
well-oiled
think-
volunteers, I'm sure.
essentially we have to fold both administrations into each other rather than having 2 separate lines.
I don't see where this is an us problem.
Fair enough.
I mean, to be real with you, the night after the mime attack, I am indulging in beer, meat, and plenty of both.
That sounds like an amazing idea.
It has been a day. One that
Been
I
an
wish to
invasion
drown.
for you guys, really, but that's kind of how it's supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a boring story if it wasn't an invasion for you.
I mean, true.
And you had, like, the next 6 weeks, you marched down a road. Yay.
Wait for
Yeah.
it, Gray. We've got that to do yet.
All right. So, morning after the night before, hungover, pretty much the entire camp. There's the occasional whispering from your pocket still.
Okay, I'm going to take my shopping list that is still whispering it. I am going to cork it in a nearby empty bottle of wine. I am going to shake that bottle so the dregs soak the list in wine, and I am going to drink this fucking list so it stops whispering. Johannes is not in the mood.
Cord, your to-do list is whispering to you again. Have you cleaned your weapons today?
I have not. I have not. So I'm taking the list out and just giving my weapons a quick polish with it.
Have you
Like
done your
using a
50
newspaper.
push-ups?
I did my.
Dang it,
I
Gray,
did.
I don't
did them
want to learn
twice.
language of the stars.
Have you fended off your mother's assassin for the day yet?
No. Punch his man behind it. Yes.
Man that was already in bed with you, just punch him. Oh, yeah, there you go. Job done. Oh, sorry. Yep.
Just
I mean, it's an
dealing-
assassin. Could have snuck in.
I mean,
True.
To be
Roy
honest,
was.
Cord could have just had that type of night.
No, look,
Yeah.
I rolled over. No, rolled over, pulled the man out from underneath the bed, and threw him out the door. There we go.
See
There
you
you go.
tomorrow.
Yeah, come on.
Out you get. Freaking predictable.
There's a problem. They're not even sending in good assassins.
I mean, they're sending. Well, look. It's training, all right.
Yeah.
If I can get killed by weak assassins, I'm clearly not my dad's child.
True.
I actually need to start trying to assassinate you.
Sorry, quote of the day.
Things GMs actually have to say.
Top 10 thing GMs have to say. Yeah.
I actually need to get around to trying to assassinate you.
Mhm.
All right. Who's got the traffic code on their head? Loads on fire tonight. I'll give them that much.
This is very confusing because no one's ever seen a traffic cone before.
It was in the Mime's tent. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
unique Mime relic. That's what's happened now.
Oh, yes.
But
You
everyone
were
knows
looking
where
around the
one is.
Mime's tent.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Nothing of that much
You-
of interest.
Well,
There is some like grease paint, but nothing that you'd want to use as like a weapon. In fact,
Ammo paint.
very little correspondence. Like proper like high level spy little amount of correspondence. This is somebody who's very careful.
I mean, he's a professional, I'm sure.
About what I expected.
yeah.
And it's so no letters saying, "Aha, you must do this, mohaha, mohaha."
Boo.
Unfortunately,
Like his
vessels. It is.
I'm
it
clear.
is- So you go.
Hmm?
You go.
I was saying clearly they communicate with blank sheets of paper because even their words are silent, even their writing is silent.
Ugh.
It's great being
I'm
able to send an enemy against you that I know you're not going to get any information out of. Like, we touched him for 15 hours. Yep, still doesn't say a thing.
Well,
Have we
it's not
tried
like we,
crafting a tongue? Sorry.
well, it's not like we don't know who sent him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
we don't
actually,
have a specific name, but if we head in the general direction we're going, we'll find somebody.
Bloody Imperials. They
Hmm.
ruined
Just
the
ask
Empire.
everyone we meet, did you send the mime? And then kill them regardless of what they answer.
Basically, it's like bloody English. They ruined England.
Can confirm.
Have you not heard that meme discard?
What was that?
Have you not heard the Willy meme Scott discard?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I remember the one. This got
You just made an enemy for life.
yeah.
Oh well.
Sorry,
Anyway,
random impersonations of Willy aside.
I'm sorry. My head is just starting to come back down.
we are getting towards the end of this one.
It
Sorry.
also sounds like Discard's kind of
Yeah.
in a
Shall
visible way, so
shall we
should we
call
give
it
him a
there for
break?
now? Then, if this
Oh,
guy's
yeah.
failing,
It
'Cause-
makes a good break point. We're not in
Yeah.
any middle of any crises.
No,
Why
so
not?
get
and we
back
can
to
come up
it.
with what you want to
dying yet.
sort out for next time. So,
We have yet to be set on fire.
So, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next week.